Praise y'all, what's good? Welcome into Dream Machines. I got something slightly a little bit different today. I want to look at, as you've seen the title and the thumbnail. Usually on this stream on Dream Machines, we talk about mostly me. I want y'all to get more involved, so that's what we're kind of doing today. But I usually talk about like maybe hardware pieces that don't exist, things that I dream up, imaginary things, or even sometimes look at cool stuff that people made. But this came up recently, had an email, and Akai is giving out a free plugin, so I want to do a little speculating on it, see what you guys think. And then also what popped up today, we got 3 new instruments from NI Play Series that have been ported for the MPC. So I want to look at those. I downloaded all of them. So as we speculate a little bit here and have this little conversation, I also want to hear about, I should have put it, excuse me, I should have put it in the title. But the question for the day is, what kind of plugin would you like to see? So maybe give me 2. What type of effect plugin would you like to see in the MPC? What would be your dream plugin? And then what would be your dream instrument plugin? So those are the 2 questions for today. And I'll type them in here just so I don't have to repeat myself. I'll get it going. I should have done it already, but I'll get it in there. So yeah, we'll do some speculating. We'll look at the information. I don't know if y'all see this. You should have got an email about it. And we're about to take a look, but before that, a little word from my sponsor. Hey, real quick, if I can grab your attention before we get into the content and have you head into the description where there'll be a link to my sample pack store. This is a great way you can support the channel, get something in return. If you ever found any kind of value from what I do over here and you're an MPC user or an SP44 Mark II user, I specialize in packs for that. I also got some free stuff over there, so please do head over and feel free to download those. All right. All right, we will be right back. I'm just typing in the question. What are your 2 MPC Dream plugins, effect and instrument type? All right. I was going to look at Iona today because that recently came in. So they've been dropping a lot of stuff. I'm not super into synths. Like, I just don't get them really. I think it takes a level of understanding to program them a bit. So they don't get me super excited. I briefly looked at the presets on these. It's not really my taste. I mean, what do you guys think of Iona? Is it for you? So, but we're not going to really look at that. I want to pull up. I thought I had this information here already. Well, now we're not looking very, I think it might be on this. I just had gone. Let's see. Hold up real quick. I think I have an email. Let's pull up the email. Yeah. Let's pull up the chat too, see what's up. Philip back, what's good? World needs a hero, what is happening? Tactical MIDI, what is good? Philip using Hype a lot. Wow. Interesting. I don't use Hype at all. I really actually don't use the plugins much. So let's see. Okay, maybe it's in my other email. Here we go. Okay. So if you guys looked at this and have you speculated about what it might be? So we got this email, came to me 3 days ago. I had heard about it and was looking in my email, and I guess I got it sent a little bit late. But yeah, we click on it. Let's click on it. This Black Friday, we're releasing a brand new plugin for desktop and MPC. Sign up below to claim a free copy. Of course, I signed up. I remember they've done this at least one other time. And that was the multi-band filter bank or something like that. So yeah, I got that one for free. Not something I've really used, but I'm always down for free, so I'll sign up. A New World of Sound dropping November 27th, 2025. So we got about a month till this drops. Inspired by a legendary vintage recording technique, this brand new plugin works on your desktop DAW or standalone MPC. Don't miss your chance to get a free license. Will only be live for a limited time. It's $99 value. So that's all the information we got, I think. Yeah, and a little information about Air Music. But yeah, so we got this. It looks like there's a blurred out little hint of what it is. And I've seen some speculation. I also went to ChatGPT to see what it would think, just based off of this. And pretty much the same thing that I thought and what other people are saying so far. Legendary vintage recording technique. Possibly some sort of like a reel-to-reel tape emulation thing. So not that we need that, but I'm down for it. I like the, I get geeked about like the visuals and stuff. So if there was like a tape emulation, maybe even something you could like record to on its own or something with the little spinning reels, could be cool. But what is it? What do you guys think this might be? Looking at the blurred image, that does kind of look like some VU meters that would be on a reel-to-reel. So that's all we got. And if you ain't signed up yet, I think it'd be a good time to sign up. Go check your emails, or I think you can just go straight to the Air Music Tech website, and you'll be able to find this little form. So, yeah. Any speculation on your guys' part? Let me pull this. Let's go here. I'm gonna pull up this, see what you guys are thinking, and then I'm gonna start just looking at some of these plugins. They're intriguing. One that's kind of interested me the most so far. Have you guys even seen this? I mean, just announced. I don't see much activity regarding it, other than I seen Bolo and MKII made a video covering these releases. So the three. Let me go ahead and pull it up here so we can look at it. If I go to NI Play Series MPC, and we can kind of read because I even read that the one that stuck out the most is Soul Sessions for me, because it's good timing. I just started a series called Sample Soul Sessions, or Soul Sample Sessions, where I want to explore my composition skills a little bit more and try to make some soul samples for myself to chop. Haven't been doing a lot of composition lately, and mostly chopping stuff. So, but if I can make my own little samples to chop, should be fun. Here we go, MPC editions. All right, so looks, and it wasn't that long ago that these came out, so they're really going, it's looking good. $25 off your first purchase. Our mailing list, unlock a $25 voucher for your first order, plus be the first to hear about releases exclusive. I'm pretty sure I'm already. I've already made purchases. It probably doesn't apply to me, but I might as well fill it out and see what happens. It's $25. That's pretty much like a plug-in. I think they're $29 a piece. Okay. All right. So Lux duets. These didn't come out very long ago. And then here's the first of what was released today: Ignition Keys. Make pop production shine with Ignition Keys, a range of sparkly keys tailor-made for rising stars. Recorded with vintage instruments and a state-of-the-art gear, the preset sounds of Ignition Keys range from dreamy hybrid vocal pads to metallic plucks and gleaming resonant synth leads. And you can dial in a super fat modern edge with easy to use modulation effects like tape wobble and lo-fi bit crushing goodness for huge soaring pop hooks. Utopia. Okay, let's see. Capture the timeless, uplifting sounds of a global trance movement that continues to inspire and influence the worlds of pop, EDM, and beyond. Utopia's euphoria-inducing pads, hypnotic sequences, shape-shifting basses, and transcendent leads heighten the emotional impact of any electronic production. Okay, probably not my flavor. This just based off of the title is what intrigued me the most. Let's take a look at this. Soul Session combines 50 years of signature soul sounds into a hybrid instrument that can do everything from 60s style dusky horns to 70s era bass plucks and buttery organ keys to the versatile synth stylings of the 80s and the production aesthetic of 90s neo soul. Soften up harder beats with a little R&B mood making, give jazz and soul a hybrid sound design edge, or bring laid back organic tones to left field electronic productions. So yeah, that's the 3 new pieces. I've got them downloaded in my MPC, so I'm ready to check them out as we just kind of have a conversation about these things. What are your top 2, I guess, dream plugins for the MPC, one being an effect and one being an instrument? And also, do you have any other guesses, speculations on what that free plugin will be? I think obviously it's going to be an effect plugin that they're sharing with us. I've never seen them give away an instrument plugin, but it's still early in the game with this. They could maybe one day give a free plugin out, like an instrument plugin. But yeah, from the description of it, a legendary recording technique, I think is what it said. So it's most likely an effects. Ooh, that coffee's hot. So yeah, what do you all think? What do you all think? Let me get a thumbs up for the algorithm. You guys like conversations like this, so that would be greatly appreciated. Philip back is using Hype a lot. Do you even have? Do you have many of the? Have you bought into some of the newer plugins? You just like Hype? What is it about Hype, man? Probably one of the better ones out of the free plugins that they introduced back in the day. So Iona is cool. I have a real MS1, so I can take it around easy now. There seems to be a lot of like emulations of that. Is it the SH101 is what it is, a Roland SH101. I believe Behringer made a hardware piece. I think Donner even reached out to me to offer me a free MSH101 or whatever it is, clone. I don't know if you guys seen that. I think that's what it's a clone of, but I never responded because it just really doesn't interest me. Like, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I tried to get myself one of those Arturia mini freaks, and it just didn't work for me as far as the sound goes. Like if a synthesizer, if I'm going through presets and I'm not feeling the presets, then it's just not going to work for me because I know I'm not going to be able to build something better than the preset. And if I don't like the preset, what am I doing? It's just not for me. Not knocking it, just not for me. Maybe I just need some education and a different perspective. I know, synths are more about sound design. Maybe that's just not what I want. And I like natural sound. So, yeah. So I'll give you my 2. I probably already said what my wants as far as an effect goes, and it's not too crazy or anything. And then I have some ideas for instruments that would be nice. Not necessarily my own ideas, but I see some of the native instrument ones. Well, straight out, just right off, I've been saying it forever. I want a de-esser. So maybe just an upgrade to the channel strip or a standalone de-esser. Add the de-esser to the channel strip. So that would be my effect. And then, and I answered this question on Av's video today. And I recently seen this. Native Instruments has two play series instruments that are choir type. So I forget what one of them's called Soul. I don't know, what did I say? I gotta look it up in my videos, my history. Okay, yeah, Halo Vox and Soul Choir. That's what I think. That's one of the things, the categories the MPC's missing for me is like really solid choirs, and those sound really great. And they're play series, and that seems to be what they've been moving over, right? If I'm not mistaken, the play series ones. So yeah, that's what I would like to see. And so it's not too big of an ask. They already exist. They're already working together. Jura Mini D Subfactory. I love Subfactory. That's a go-to for me now. So a lot of times I have like a bass note that I have in my template, and I use that pretty much on everything. And then later down at the end of my production on a song, I'll probably go through Subfactory and replace it with something that's in there. Let me go ahead and pull up this so we can get into some sounds. There we go. I've got Soul Sessions, Ignition Keys, and Utopia. I'll probably check out Utopia first because just to get it out the way, not really from the sound of it something that I mess with. OPX4 Super now with global LFOs. Did they update it or something? Tactical MIDI. I would like the option of choosing a different output for the looper, or the ability to assign a fader to the volume of the looper for transition and for effect slots too. Okay, so that's more of a feature want, I would say, but that's cool. I like the ideas. Wouldn't you want like maybe like 4 independent faders for the looper so you can have control of the different layers? At least 4, like a standard. I don't know if that's a standard looper. I never really used a looper, but I've seen some of those and the way people use them, like guitarists and vocalists. Like I guess the Boss RC 505 doesn't want to have like 4 or 5 different tracks and you have independent control. I think that would be cool. And I think to the looper they should add a weight, or maybe I just have overlooked it, but I try to use the looper after using the SP looper, and I like the SP4 Mark II looper because it starts on like the threshold, right, and then it starts recording. But with the MPC, all I've seen is that it just comes around, and I don't know how to time it quite well. So I'd rather use an audio track to get a loop in than the looper. That's what my preference has been. But maybe I'm just like slacking on the knowledge with the looper with the MPC, because I used to love it. I remember that's when I first got this live. My original one, I had a MX49 Motif sound keyboard, and I would record everything into that looper and then put it on a pad and then chop it up and stuff, and that's how I would build beats. No MIDI really. Would love a real wavetable synth mixed with new key groups. Yeah, see, I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to synth stuff. Like, I'm not too sure what a wavetable synth is. Where is the Live 3? I don't have one. Where's yours? You got yours? Philip, you have an idea what's to come? Spot on. What website we're talking about? Yeah, did you run out of time? Yes. 1 second. Hold on, fellas.
I only had 1 minute to have time, so that was already what?
Adding now, baby. There you go. Hopefully my stream doesn't freeze. Yeah, we're good. I just did. Okay, ever since I started using my laptop as a sound module, I've been using Omnisphere 3 with the Live 3 and standalone. Nice. Also, I started using the new Omnisphere effects rack on my audio tracks like guitar. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd probably, if I was on the Live 3, I'd probably use the internal plugins a lot more, I think. I'd develop a workflow with that. I think that's one of my frustrations is the limitation of the RAM, the speed that it goes through different audio tracks, different plugins.
Oh, you're doing that?
Yeah. It's
Are you
cool.
just starting?
Yeah, I've been going for like 20 minutes, so I'll probably do another 30 minutes.
I'll take her with me. I have to go pick up Kingston. I was gonna bring Maya back and drop off some food.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hold her on your live stream for a second?
Sure.
Sorry to interrupt.
All right, baby. Right, money. There we go. We'll get a glimpse at the baby child. This is my newest addition right here. Say hi, Maya. Say hi, Mama. All right. So, let's see what website? I think we were talking about the Air Music website. Not considering the Live 3 for all I have seen, so you're not even interested in it. Also, I'm able to use all the full native instrument plugins from Complete Standard 15 on the Live 3 standalone, so I guess having the UI inside the Live 3 would be cool. Yeah, I mean, having that one cable for MIDI is nice in the audio. I mean, you could still kind of set up your older MPCs like this. Like I've got one ready. I've got this set up so I can do something similar. Just I have my iPad audio going into the back, and then got the MIDI cables. I'm gonna start using this a little bit more. I've tested it, just haven't used that workflow. But it'd be definitely more convenient to have sounds inside your MPC, because then you don't have to sample everything in necessarily, or maybe you have a different workflow for that. But you could just mix down. The MPC is chock full of all I need. De-esser plus 100. Right on, man. Glad there's someone else who wants that. Alfred Dawson, what's good? We need more woodwind brass. Yes, I agree. That's one of my biggest complaints too when the Fabric came out. And I spent $250 on it. I believe you can get Fabric. I think maybe it's just Fabric that's on sale for $50, not Fabric XL. So I think one of them's the XL has, I don't know. I haven't really noticed a difference. I always go for Fabric anyways because of the limitations. But yeah, that's definitely one of the things. It's funny because they left that out, and then within the OPX4, although it's synth stuff, that's where the categories for woodwind brass and stuff is at. Yeah. So that would be cool. I don't know. Is there a Native Instruments play series that covers those categories? Of MPC Expansion, Enigma. I think I had that. Yeah, I think I had that. I don't have any of my expansions anymore. When I sold my live, my other live, I decided to just start from scratch and start simple. My dream plugins are Expand 3 and the Riser. Well, I've heard of Expand 3, not sure what the Riser is. What about your effects, guys? Like, what do y'all want to see for an effects plugin? And have you any guesses on what this free plugin is? And the Hype Synth is a wavetable synthesizer. Okay. How old? What? Oh, my baby? 5 months. Little future music producer. Maybe. That's what I've been saying. We've got a lot of synth sounds. We need the organic instruments with articulations, brass woodwinds, melodic percussion. Yes, that's what I want, for sure. B Jammin', what's good? B Jammin', what would be the plugins that would get you actually to come back to the MPC and give it another try? Fabric XL was the only plugin I did not purchase for my OnePlus, but it came with the Live 3, which I like, and also the aftertouch is nice on the XL. On the XL. Okay, the aftertouch. Is that what it is? That's that added layer that you get that you don't with the Fabric. You haven't found any MPC plugins you like. Okay. Chopper, what's good? Keeping it simple, an audio to MIDI plugin. Oh, hey. I think that would be more of a feature than a plugin, but yeah, that would be cool to have for sure. I would love to have something like that. I'd probably build my own progressions and stuff for Pad Perform with that. That's something I was kind of playing around with, with some like phone apps and stuff, and that was kind of fun, but a bit of a process. Are these plugins MPE since as a Kaiser? I don't know. So I don't have a Live 3. I don't know how much MPE you actually get with those pads. I think, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think most of what they've done with those pads is more for like drum programs. Valhalla, Omnisphere, Trillion, Keyscape, Spitfire Audio. Yeah, so far we just have Air plugins and we have Native Instruments plugins. But, you know, some other companies could be coming. That'd be nice. I think we might see something with the Splice. So when the Splice came out with that video that leaked the new MPK Mini, the Mark IV, but then when the Mark IV came out, it kind of looks like they have their own version of that Splice instrument. I forget what it's called. Didn't pay too much attention to it. I don't need I don't need a new MPK Mini or nothing. So personally, I want them to just bring VSTs to standalone. So yeah, we'll see. All right, so this is Utopia on the bass section. It's a little loud, isn't it? Let's see what else they got. Lead. Let's go to keys. That's the thing I go. So what did it say? This is for trance and stuff. These sounds are kind of cool though. Well, it sounds like a guitar under there. Thing about these play series is they're very I think from what I noticed is they're, what's the word? Very experimental, like, you know? So we're not getting, even with the soul sessions, I checked it out. It's not, what I really want is kind of just almost dry sounds. I don't think that's really what the play series is offering. It's a piano. It's kind of cool sounding. Oh, that's cool. How it evolves. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Some mellow stuff. Ethereal. Explore some other categories. Did I go to keys yet? I already did keys. It's kind of leads they got. I'll take it off though. McDust. I think some of these sounds are cool, but I don't know how I'd fit them into my production. Okay. Leads, basses, synth, misc. I guess I'll check out some of the pads. I think what I could do with some of this stuff is start my own Soundscape YouTube page. So for you, those of you with the MPC Live 3, ooh, Heaven's voice. I might have to auto sample this one. I wonder how Akai feels about people auto sampling on their free trials. What if I just did it in the live stream? Just started auto sampling everything. You think they like that? Well, it's not the same as having an actual plugin auto sample something. But yeah, that one was cool. All right, which one should I try out next after this plugin? Should I go with the Soul Sessions? I was gonna say that one for last, but I might pull that one up. Oh yeah, World Needs a Hero was responding to UB Jam and saying they got you with that whole USB-C MIDI sound in one chord deal. So that, yeah, I mean, that's a good way, a good workaround. So, but with that workflow, Hero, would you be just sampling everything into your MPC and then resequencing it, or how do you go about finishing a project that has MIDI stuff up? Rejamming Own Fabric Collection Pianos, Moog one they made, and a bunch of the FX. Don't use any of them. I like the NI pianos better. Yeah. It is wild to see though, because I just saw that Machine got an update yesterday and they finally got like Contact in there. But I think they still, I don't know if they can even have what we've got in our MPCs now. Some of the pianos in the are not bad, dude. I like the pianos in here. NI Nor piano. I have not tried that one. I've tried I've tried the Giant, the New York one, like the Berlin piano. I had the Alicia Keys one. I have that stuff, but it's all like on a computer that's pretty much almost dead. It's got a dead battery in it. I don't use it. I don't pull it out. Rally Star, what's up, man? Nothing good. Come on, brother. Stay positive. Bro, did you have to put your cat down? Is that why you're feeling that way? I seen your post, man. You're putting your cat down. You get bored with MPC? Yeah, I don't know, man. To me, it's the best thing. I think I got synths. That's why I don't get these. They have a vocal one, do they? I think there's some choir presets in. Let me go ahead and go over to. I guess I'll go into Soul Sessions, I think. All right, so Soul Sessions has 8 categories: bass, guitar, keys, mallet, orchestra, organ, pad, synth. I'll probably explore this one more in my next Soul Sessions, sample Soul Sessions stream. See if I can make something just with this. I don't know, let's see some of the keys. First one's called Aggressive Cats. What is this? Is like a clavinet type of thing. So yeah, this stuff is like real experimental. I wonder if I can like strip it down to like pretty dry, or some of this stuff is like baked into the samples that are in here. There's quite a bit of yeah, there's quite a bit you can do here. What if I turned all the effects off? Let's see what it sounds like. It sounds like it's a layer though. I don't know, like. I don't know what kind of sample that is. Like a clavinet and a piano, acoustic. Layered. That's kind of how I feel what that is. Oh, I kept all the effects off. See, that's the thing, like, I like stuff just kind of dry and then starting from the bottom, going up, rather than. This one's called Keenan Ivory. Limit Sky. Oh, and I'm changing the wrong thing. These are the presets up here. Callous Tips. So all these play series are like 2 layers. They got 2 samples, right? That's what I've seen has been. And then you got like filters here and stuff. This one's called a collection plate. Dennis Rodman. making here? Let me get out of this category. Let's go to guitars. This one's called Huff and Chuck. I guess it would be helpful if I had a keyboard right about now. Kind of like stuff like this. Too much. I like this. Scratchy Strat. Did I erase it? I usually use the looper and use the loops in the drum program, and that's how I save tracks. Yeah, for sure. Is that what you're doing too, Hero? I mean, sort of. What happens after you sequence everything through MIDI through that USB-C cable? I did a live stream just exploring Atmosphere 3, and I got copyrighted from a vocal preset the other day. That's wild. Man. I'm not into drumming, so yeah, the MPC bores me, unfortunately. So you didn't like that step sequencing experience with the Live 3? I'm not about to play keys on pads. Yeah, for sure. If I had a little bit more key skills, I don't know. It's just what I want to focus on. You're not, when you put your music and albums together, you don't usually put lyrics, do you? So yours is more key based, and you got more skills than I. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind. But you do still sometimes use like the chord software. I know you've talked about that before. So what is it about using the pads in? Like, why not use pad perform if you use something? Is it because using something like, I can't think of the main one, like the most popular one, that iOS app. I've got it on my iOS, my tablet. Scalar. Do you just like bored by the pad perform? Because it sounds like in conversation with you before, you would still use a chord progression app, but I guess in contrast to something like Scalar, the MPC is a bit less capable. They sound like toys a bit. Maybe just need processing. I mean, there's a lot of processing going on, but yeah, I guess it's always relative to what I guess you have experience with. Man, some of you guys are using outboard gear, so yeah, I like some of these guitars right here in the Soul Session, but I got some of that in one of the other Play Series instruments, like the not the home edge, but the sway one. I like the guitars in that. So let me switch the category again and see what else we got in here. Keys, already did that. Let's check out some mallets. There's one preset. Okay, that's it. Orchestra. Okay, this should be interesting. We were talking about horns and stuff. Let's see what this sounds like without any effects on it. I can see what you're saying. Like, some of it does sound like this sounds like maybe it was like a second sample of a horn, and then they like looped it. It's definitely layered. It's got like a synth element to it. It feels like. Let me just get these. Brass pads. Hey, thank you for the super chat or the super sticker. Hey everybody, Tyrone Sellers. Everybody new to your channel, Viral Beats invited me over. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. I swear I've seen your name around here. Maybe I've just seen it in other chats. I like to go hang out in other people's streams as well. I've been in Viral streams before. Welcome, Viral. What's good, man? I don't know if I said what's up to you. Huh?
Can I say hi to your audience?
You can, yeah. We're just going through, they came out with 3 new instruments. This one's called Soul Sessions. You can't really hear it, but it's got some interesting sounds in it.
Hi, everyone.
That's my wife.
Yes.
Okay. No problem. Got another super chat. I appreciate that. Who was that? Viral. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you, man. This song sounds like Lean On Me. Yeah, I was just using one of the stock gospel progressions when I was playing that. I can hear it now. Let's see. Hey there, MPC is a dope sequencer and sampler though. Since you use a Mac, what do you think of Logic? Do you use it at all? Logic used to be my go-ahead. Cresshead, it's been a minute. What's up? I was primarily a sample-based producer, I'd be down. Yeah, so what's your next piece, be jamming? You looking at something else? Yeah, I'm liking I got the super fat pads, man. It's been a while since you've been in here. I just had like a week. See the pads from the side there. Extra chunky pads. I like them. I like the clear padding too. It's pretty helpful when you're like using pad perform for your scales. CJXL Radio, thanks for dropping by for one. Praise, yeah. I still like the 404 Mark II, but I won't buy it until the next big update or upgrade. Yeah, maybe another half a year we might see something. Next piece is a real bass guitar. I got Soul Sessions as well, but on my Machine Mark III, haven't used it much. Haven't got it to sound the way I want yet. This plugin, Soul Sessions. Yeah, so I'm just going through the orchestra category. So what does that layer really even add to this? Very subtle. Yeah, I mean, some of this play series stuff is interesting, but it's like a combination of natural but kind of experimental sounds and a mix of synth stuff sometimes. What it seems like, I would prefer some of like Native Instruments contact stuff that's straight up like, just it is what it is. Like it's supposed to sound like, if it's a guitar, it's a guitar. It's not super experimental. That's weird. That's a layer that's so quiet. It's like, what is it even adding to this if it's so quiet? So, I don't know. Am I still on? No, I'm on organs now. I was wondering, it sound different. I was hopeful on this one, this whole plugin, but I don't know that I would actually buy this one. Synths. But actually, what I was planning on doing before I seen this morning, I was thinking about it a lot last night because on Sunday I did the soul sample session, a new concept for a stream where I just work on composing my own soul samples, and I made a pack that out of key groups that I auto sampled from the Roland Integra 7, but I made those key groups pretty big, and I only had a few of them in there. I mean, I maybe had 8, but I was reaching the RAM limitation on the MPC, and so it just gave me an idea. I want to make like a cool sounding, just like a soul session, little mini like rompler, like in a project, and but make the key groups like small, but still like usable. So I'll probably not buy any of these, honestly, and just build something out that's more tailored to what I like. Using some like I guess some of my instrument apps and stuff. All right, well, moving on to, let's go check out the other one. I guess I'm not making anything today, just checking out these ignition keys. Now let's see. Let's see if this one will make me want to buy. Most of these Play Series instruments from Native Instruments haven't really been my taste. Most of it's been really synthy and a little too experimental for me. Some of it's cool though. I mean, Dirt McGirt was good. Thinking about that MPC Pro Pack, I think eventually I'd probably grab it, but I'm just kind of waiting to see how long I can hold off on getting my hands on a Live 3 before I even think about buying it, because then I'd be out like $100. It was either, and I think that Pro Pack's gonna go up to 200. Like, it's technically on sale.
Ooh, Jaja's hungry.
Okay, I'll be off here in a minute. That's cool. We're probably gonna get a Fender P bass.
Is mommy home?
Keys guy, like, mommy's home. Yeah, you didn't notice? I mean, Keys guy don't like pads personally. Fender suck now. Okay. I got no words about it unless they stupidly priced, of course. Okay, I really don't use scalers much anymore unless I'm in need of inspiration. Okay. Sires. Yeah, y'all on a different subject. I've got no say on, no opinions. Oh, I'm way behind. I went way back in the chat. CJXL, appreciate that, man. I'll say hi to the fam. Playbox. I haven't really seen the Playbox. Is that a Native Instruments thing or is it something else? Swamp horns are really good too. See, that's one of the other reasons too, BJ, when I want to upgrade my tablet. I can't get the Swamp stuff on the tablet that I have. It's not cheap though, huh? Yeah, I don't like gimmicky instruments. So you would say that these are gimmicky just because, I mean, I think it's cool if you're like building stuff yourself, like the sound design kind of deal, but then you're tailoring something to yourself. This is someone else's idea of what, you know. But I mean, you could like scale them back and take off some of the processing thing, I think, and maybe, you know, still kind of design some of these sounds in here. And they're not super expensive, right? Expand 2 or 3. They are making sounds to appeal to popular music masses. Yes, it makes sense. It is a business after all. It's put me off in the NI stuff in its own right. If you get the Live 3, it includes the Pro Pack. Exactly. Yeah, that is a good thing about the CGXL. It's definitely nice you can get a free trial on like all this stuff for like 10 days. So I'm pulling up the ignition keys now. So there's a choir section, so I'm gonna check that out. Swam is $39.99 per instrument on iPad and iPhone, but they go on sale often. Okay, that's a cool thing to look after. There was another, I forget what the app was called. It was like a whole orchestra instrument that's available on iPad, and I seen it and I was gonna look into it, but I forgot what it was completely. Now it's gonna be kind of hard to find it because I think it might actually even be usable on this iPad. Do you know if like an iOS app that's a whole orchestra, like in one, rather than like having to buy the single instruments? So do I get 3 instances of the Pro Pack since I purchased the Live 3? I would think you'd get like 6. Isn't it with most things? Most, like on your account, when it comes to licenses, you can put them on up to 3. Crazy Wabbit was good. I appreciate that. I think it's only one, unfortunately. Spitfire Orchestra. That's not what I'm thinking of. Is that available on iOS? Swam has 1 or 2 that is a whole orchestra. I think I'm just gonna type in orchestra instrument and see if it finds anything. Orchestra, because this is where I'm. This is gonna be my next move. I'll spend some time on is going through some of these instruments on my iPad. Let's see. Iconic Sketch. Iconica Sketch. I think this might be it. It's $26.99. Have you guys heard of it? Your ultimate orchestra app for iPhone, iPad, and every AU compatible mobile DAW. Iconica Sketch brings the power of a full orchestra to your fingertips, offering top-tier audio quality and effortless simplicity. Whether you're crafting symphonies, scoring epic trailers, or producing chart-topping pop tracks, Iconica Sketch designed to inspire and empower you anywhere, anytime. Seamless integrate Iconica Sketch with your favorite mobile DAW, including Cubasis, Logic Pro for iPad, AUM, GarageBand, and many more. A complete orchestra for your iPhone. 34 incredible sounding instruments ranging from violins to percussion. 140 of the most important short and long articulations, including legatos. Recording at the legendary Funkhaus Berlin in cooperation with Orchestra Tools. Includes free additional Cubasis plugin and version improved integration, maximum performance. Yeah, so you guys heard of that one? There's a dynamics view. Get an instant real-time view of the dynamic range your orchestra instrument is playing in. Switch between articulations, seamlessly switch between a vast array of instrument articulations with a single click. Adaptive True Legato. Iconic using an adaptive True Legato system which intelligently adjusts to your playing speed, ensuring a seamless, truly expressive, and authentic performance. Yeah, this is something I'm going to check out. It's only $26, but I don't know if my app, my iPad will play it. It's a 4-year-old app. Okay, where... I got to see, like, where's the... I guess let me see, click on the buy thing and then iOS 17.2 or later. I don't think I have that. Let's see, I think I probably have like 12. Yeah, I've got 15.8.5. So yeah, that's gonna have to be my next update. Is this iPad, because that's not gonna work for me. Going through some of the basses. Why is there reverb on basses? Do you guys do that? I never put a reverb on a bass. These are also not types of basses I've ever used, really. Not really interested in the basses. All right, let's hear choir. This one's called Epic. Let's see. Let's put it on a progression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118 Let's turn the effects off. It's kind of cool. All right, this one, Gia. This is nice. I don't know how much of it's actual sample of a choir, but it's more kind of synthy. But I like the vibe of this one. Halls of All, Seraphim. Ooh. Okay, we must be in a different category. This is the keys. Crimea River. To try the native instrument stuff, you just go into your preferences and go to your activations, and you'll see it down here, just like anything. You can trial them. I believe you do have to buy them on the Native Instruments website, though. But have that buy it with your account that you have it connected to your MPC with like the same email. Swamp sells bundles. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I got to think about updating the iPad before I ever do that. So I'll just work with what I have for now. I've got some cool sounds on here. Works on iPhone. It's just a waste of money and time, and most of the time the instruments sound bad. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's good that you can try everything for 10 days and decide. On MPC step sequencer doesn't have the exact electron sequencer step components that make using a step sequencer fun for me. It's a basic step sequence with basic probability. Now, if they enhance that down the road, maybe I'd be interested. So, I mean, how are you doing your step? Are you even step sequencing? Because I know you use Ableton. So, is there a step sequencer built into it that you just like can click with a mouse? All right. Well, let's just go through some more of these and then wrap it up here. Let's see what they got in the mallets. Okay, so the organs, pads, plugs, reeds, synth. I don't know if I care anymore. So. All right. Well, I'm about to wrap it up. What are you guys thinking? Pass on all these? I'm not really seeing. Some of the choirs are nice, but they're not real, organic necessarily. They sound cool. She's saying. So, I don't know. The stuff that I did kind of like in these, I already get from Sway, maybe Homage. So I don't know if I would. I'm going to explore the Soul Sessions one and see what I can do with it. Maybe strip it down rather than trying to use some of the preset stuff. I think I'll explore that maybe on the weekend, maybe Sunday, dedicate that to Soul Sessions. My little soul sample session stream, trying to build something. You don't use Ableton step sequencer much? I play in or click in stuff sometimes. Shigito, what's good, man? Native Instrument makes me pay for all the instruments twice. First Analog Dreams, Away, and Duets. Now Ignition Keys and Soul Session. Wish they'd offer a discount for those owning. Yeah, that's kind of sad. They're probably just doing that to MPC heads. I think that's probably the way they're gonna have one up, if at all, with the Machine Plus. Because I watched a little bit of Bolo's video about it with the update that they put up where you can get Contact now. And so if you already own Contact, some of those instruments are gonna work. Yeah, I'll be right there. Okay, I'm just gonna end right now. Right on. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on. Appreciate it, CGL. Have you picked up some more packs or? Yeah, if you guys wanna, I have quite a few key group packs. So yeah, you can check those out on in the description if you're interested. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna work on my another little key group pack. I think tailor something nice for my soul sessions. Yeah, viral beats. I mean, it could have been more exciting, I think, but yeah, went through. I just wanted to check them out myself. So that's usually that's mine and Hero's mentality. We're gonna be doing this sitting here anyway, so go live, have a nice little chat about it. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. Thank you, Crazy Rabbit, for help me get those likes up. I appreciate the likes and everything. Just the conversation with y'all, nerding out with some fellow nerds, music production nerds. It's all love. All right. Oh man, Gary Smith. Too bad, man. I'm about to get off of here, but you can replay it and kind of skip through if you want. If you haven't had the opportunity to sit down with some of these plugins. But I mean, there wasn't much speculation. I mean, anyone want to drop any speculation before I go as far as what that free plugin is gonna be? Have you seen it? You got the email? Did you sign up? It sounds like it's gonna be, and kind of looks like it's gonna be some sort of reel-to-reel tape emulation. Yeah, I kind of checked out Iona. Can't really figure out who it's good for. I mean, yeah, I think if you're thinking like that, man, it's probably not for you. So I hear people saying it's great. So I don't know if it's hip hop heads, what kind of genre you make, but for me, I'm just not big on synths. So I don't know. I don't really know how to work them. It won't be one that I'm buying. But it looks pretty interesting. So I was going to just do Iona today and talk about that and look at it. But that was before I saw this morning that there was the 3 new Play Series instruments. And so I did watch like briefly some videos about the SH101. And that thing's got like a built-in sequencer, and so does the plugin. So that's kind of interesting that it has that. Like, hold on. I'll pull it up just to look at it for a brief second. So yeah, it's got the sequencer right here. It's got its own little step sequencer. It's kind of interesting. This is my favorite part though. You can change your UI theme. I just like that they look cool. That's definitely a true thing. They look cool, but what does that matter if the sound isn't what you're looking for? Viral Beat says, Rompler, what are you thinking? Okay, you're saying for the free plugin? Yeah, I'm thinking it's more so going to be an effect, because the little hint that they gave us was vintage recording technique or something. What was it? Let me pull it up real quick. This Black Friday, releasing a brand new plugin for desktop. And it says, inspired by a legendary vintage recording technique. This brand new plugin works on your desktop. So, from the sound of that, it's not going to be an instrument. And they've yet to give away an instrument. So, but they have given away plugins. Or at least one time. So that being said, and then like looking at the, like behind this, it's a bit of a tease of probably what the UI is, or just an image for what the plugin is, and it kind of looks like there's VU meters. So it does kind of give a hint of like a reel to reel, but it's really blurry. It's hard to say. Porta Studio emulation. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. I like anything tape related, so Iona might be good for trap. Techno Machine. It might be a Master Effect type thing, so it may run all 24 tracks through it. Huh. not on standalone then? Don't care then? It is for standalone. We talking about the plugin? It will be for standalone. I didn't read that part. I just stopped reading because it wasn't relevant to the hint of what it was. But it does say this brand new plugin works on your desktop DAW or standalone MPC. So don't miss your chance to get a free license. Just go to the website, check in your email, and just sign it. You just put your name in and your email address. Yeah, it was me. I just cut myself off, Chris said. If it's a tape thing, it's going to be awesome on my Tascam Studio Bridge, which is the best summing mixer ever. That would be interesting. So you're saying like the plugin would receive like 24 inputs, making use of if you have the Live 3. Well, like I said, I'm not a software user, but it said it's for the software as well. So, Shigita, I skipped through the presets and they all seem arpeggiated, but I might be overlooking something. Yeah, you can. I think. Did you go here? I mean, you can go over here. I think there's a way of turning the ARP off. So. What?
So I know that you're busy. I have to go pick up my client.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
Give me the baby.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, there's a way of turning the ARP off. I had done it yesterday. It's right in front of my face somewhere, I know. Where's that ARP at? Is it in the sequencer somewhere, maybe? I mean, that did it. Right here. I feel like there's a switch, but yeah, that speed knob on the sequencer tab will do it. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they're focused on the MPC, but on standalone. Bro, you make me want to get a used lot. I mean, it's a great deal. Which one are you on right now? A lot more. There's something a lot more finger drummy about the OG Live. What, are you serious? Yeah. Finger drummy. Oh, you have the studio too. Heck yeah. Yeah, man. You haven't owned a standalone before. Could be a good way to get in, man. I've seen some of the OG Lives for like $300-400. So I never turn this on. Okay, baby. All right, fellas. I gotta wrap it up. My daughter's hungry. I'm gonna make her something to eat. While I hold this little one in my arms as well. See how I make that work. We will see y'all later. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. I'll be back later this week. All right. Yeah, peace.